Will narcissists take revenge against empaths? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Narcissist Exposed channel to explore the interesting and perhaps confusing realm of human psychology and relationships. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and touch the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest insights. Today we are addressing a subject many of you have posed. Will narcissists take revenge against empaths? Stay tuned as we investigate this difficult dynamic, since this is a topic that is both fascinating and alarming. Regarding the link between narcissists and empaths, it is a typical example of opposites attracting, at least initially. Empaths are people who often absorb the emotions and energies of those around them, since they are quite sensitive to their own. They are quite sensitive to the needs of others, kind and sympathetic. Conversely, narcissists usually have great lack of empathy, are self-centered and manipulative. Often use charm and dishonesty to acquire what they want. They aim to rule and control everyone around them. Then it makes sense that narcissists and empaths would be drawn to one another in a toxic dance of give and take. That is, more precisely give and take advantage. When the connection between a narcissist and an empath sour, though, what follows? If the narcissist exacts retribution on the empathetic, how far will they go? The straightforward response is yes, especially if narcissists believe their power and control is under jeopardy. They are quite prone to seek retribution against empaths. At their relationships, narcissists excel at keeping a sense of authority and superiority. The fragile ego of the narcissist may suffer greatly when an empathetic starts to break away or defend themselves, seeing the manipulating and destructive conduct of the narcissist. This supposed damage could inspire a need for retribution. For a narcissist, revenge is about reasserting their power and restoring control, rather than only about exacting retribution on someone. No matter how little, narcissists are frequently quite reactive to any kind of criticism or rejection. The narcissist may view an empath, who is often rather mild and sympathetic, as attacking personally when she starts to impose limits or distance from the connection. The concept that someone is sympathetic and kind as an empath would no longer wish to be in their life can seriously undermine their inflated self-image. In their view, nobody should be able to reject or challenge them without repercussions. How then does a narcissist get even on an empath? Among the most often used techniques is emotional manipulation. Experts at seeing and profit from the shortcomings of others, narcissists are aware that empaths are especially prone to guilt, shame, and emotional blackmail. Accusing the empathetic of being selfish, unappreciative, or even cruel, the narcissist may try to hold them answerable for the disintegration of their connection. In an effort to make the sympathizer feel like the villain, they may dredge up prior sins or missteps and amplify them out of proportion. Still another strategy narcissists employ is the quiet treatment. For those who are naturally talkative and try to settle problems by understanding and dialogue, this can be quite distressing. Cutting off all contact, the narcissist leaves the empathetic in a condition of emotional emptiness, wondering what they did wrong and how they can right things. This strategy is meant to make the sympathizer helpless and nervous, therefore undermining their will and driving them to interact with the narcissist according to terms. As part of their payback, narcissists could also launch a smear campaign. They can begin disseminating false information and stories about the empath to fellow friends, relatives, or even public venues. The intention is to discredit the empathetic and cut off their support system. For an empath who cherishes their relationships and moral integrity, this can be heartbreaking. Knowing this, The narcissist utilizes it as a weapon to inflict damage and control over the empathetic long after the relationship has broken off. More extreme situations can see a narcissist exacting retribution through stalking or harassment. This is especially risky since it might develop into threats or even physical violence. Deeply damaged and fixated on recovering control, narcissists may take to tremendous measures to make sure the empathetic stays inside their purview. They can try to undermine their personal or professional life, show up uninvited, or flood the empath with messages. For an empath, this can be horrific since their natural desire is to keep calm and avoid confrontation. Not all narcissists, meantime, will act in such obvious ways of retribution. Some will adopt a more passive-aggressive tactic, including flaunting a new relationship or prosperity to make the empath jealous. The narcissist may post images on social media or candidly discuss how much better their life is free from the sympathizer. This strategy is meant to elicit a response and make the empath feel as though leaving the narcissist is a horrible mistake. What then can an empathetic person do if they come across a narcissist's retribution directed against them? Establishing and preserving tight limits comes first and most importantly. Although empathetic people are naturally inclined to give and forgive, when interacting with a narcissist, you must guard yourself against more damage. To guarantee your safety and well-being, you might have to break off all communication with the narcissist, block them on social media, and call on reliable friends or specialists. Empaths also have to understand that the behavior of the narcissist is not their responsibility. Although narcissists are adept at making others answerable for their behavior, the reality is that their drive for retribution reflects their own anxieties and incapacity to deal with criticism or rejection. Understanding this helps empaths to start to separate emotionally from the circumstances and concentrate on their own healing. Another absolutely essential step is asking others for help. While narcissists try to separate their victims, empaths spare their victims from going through this alone. Recovering from a narcissist's retribution can be much different depending on therapy, support groups, or just casual conversations with friends and family. At last, empaths should concentrate on repairing their sense of self-worth and on personal care. Although narcissists frequently leave their victims feeling damaged, confused, and depleted, you may recover your power and continue. This could call for reiterating your limits and ideals, practicing mindfulness, and participating in joyful and fulfilling activities. Empaths can recover from the wounds a narcissist causes over time and show up stronger and more resilient. In essence, yes, especially if they see their control is eroding, narcissists are prone to seek retribution against empaths. Their strategies could span from severe actions like stalking and harassment to emotional manipulation and slander campaigns. Strong boundaries, support-seeking, and self-care emphasis help empaths nonetheless shield themselves and start the healing process. Recall that the actions of the narcissist reflect their own inner conflict. You cannot cure this. Always your first concern should be your personal peace of mind and well-being. I much appreciate you viewing this video. Should you find it useful, kindly thumbs up and forward it to anyone who might profit from it. Remember also to subscribe to our channel to get more stuff just like this. We really value your help. You will be seen in the upcoming video. Please take care.